Antalya Province is located on the Mediterranean coast of southwest Turkey, between the Taurus Mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. Antalya Province is the center of Turkey's tourism industry, attracting 30% of foreign tourists visiting Turkey. It was the world's third most visited city by number of international arrivals in 2011, displacing New York. Antalya is Turkey's biggest international sea resort. The province of Antalya corresponds to the lands of ancient Pamphylia to the east and Lycia to the west. It features a shoreline of 657 kilometers with beaches, ports, and ancient cities scattered throughout, including the World Heritage Site Xanthos. The provincial capital is Antalya City with a population of 1,001,318. Antalya is the fastest-growing province in Turkey, with a 4.17% yearly population growth rate between years 1990 to 2000, compared with the national rate of 1.83%. This growth is due to a fast rate of urbanization, particularly driven by tourism and other service sectors on the coast. Etymology: the city and thus the province are named after Attalus II, king of Pergamon, who founded the city in the 2nd century BC. History: Antiquity: Antalya has been settled since prehistoric times. Evidence of human habitation dating back to the early Paleolithic age years has been discovered in the Karain Caves, 30 kilometers of the north of Antalya city. Other finds dating back to the Mesolithic, Neolithic and more recent periods show that the area has been populated by various civilizations throughout the ages. There are long periods shrouded in mystery until records from the Hittite period refer to the area as part of the Laka lands and document the lively interaction going on between provinces in the 2nd millennium BC. Like the descendants, the Lucans or Lycians were known for the seamanship and demonstrated a fiery independent spirit. Neither the Hittites nor the kingdom of Arzawa on the west coast could ever keep them at peace for long. Legends of ancient Greece tell us that these communities grew into independent cities. The area as a whole came to be called Pamphylia. A federation of these cities was set up. There are also tales of the migration of the Aka clan to the area after the Trojan War, and eventually Greek settlements were built along the coast and inland. In the Hellenistic period, the western parts of Antalya province were in Lycia, the east was in Pamphylia, and at the extremes east, in ancient Cilicia, while Pisidia was to the north. Before the ancient Roman conquest, Lycia was a polity with the first democratic constitution in the world, which later partly inspired the American Constitution. Antalya was part of the Lydian kingdom from the 7th century BC until Lydia was defeated by the Persians during the Battle of Sardis in 546 BC. The Macedonian commander Alexander the Great ended Persian rule and in around 334 BC conquered the cities of the area one by one, except for Termissus and Sicyon, which managed to repulse his armies in 333 BC. After the death of Alexander in 323 BC, a long battle erupted between his generals that lasted until 188 BC. The reign of the Kingdom of Pergamon began with the defeat of the Seleucid army at Apamea. Shortly after this, the city of Antalya was founded. When Attalus III, the last king of Pergamum, died in 133 BC, he left his kingdom to the ancient Romans. At this time, the area is dominated by pirates based in small cities along the coast. The Byzantines: during the mid-Byzantine era, the city of Antalya grew beyond the city walls. For the 7th century, Muslim Arabs started to be dominant in the Levant region, and Antalya later played a part in the Christian Crusades against Islam. The army of Louis VII sailed from Antalya for Syria in 1148, and the fleet of Richard I of England rallied here before the conquest of Cyprus. In the late 11th and early 12th century, much of the area of the modern province fell to the Turks, especially the Danishmends. From 1120 to March 1207, Antalya was again under the sovereignty of Byzantines, the Seljuk Turks. The area was conquered by the Seljuk Turks and recaptured by the Byzantines again and again from 1076 onwards, as the Seljuks strove to establish a trading base on the Mediterranean. At one stage, Turkish Lord Kilay Arslan had a palace here. In 1220, Byzantine rule ended for the last time, and the city was quickly divided into Christian and Muslim sections. The Christian trading communities, including Venetians and Genoese, Alanya, also grew and throve during the Seljuk period. The Ottoman Empire onwards, the area passed through many hands before its final occupation by the Ottoman Empire under Murat II in 1432. Antalya also was occupied by Kingdom of Cyprus between 1361 and 1373. Ottoman rule of the coast persisted until the end of the First World War, when Antalya was briefly occupied by Italian troops before becoming part of the Republic of Turkey in 1921. There are many archaeological sites in the province, including 3 national parks and 3 specially protected areas. Districts and cities. The coastal districts are Antalya, Gazipasa, Alanya, Manavgat, Sirik, Kema, Kamluka, Finike, Kale and Gaz. The inland districts are high in the Taurus Mountains, at elevations approx 900 to 1,000 meters above sea level. These are Gundogmas, Akseki, Ibradi, Korkuteli and El Mali. Geography. Antalya Province is situated in southwest Anatolia, between the longitudes 29 degrees 20, -32 degrees 35 east and latitudes 36 degrees 07, -37 degrees 29 north. The province covers an area of %26 of Turkey. The southern border of the province is the Mediterranean Sea, while the Taurus Mountains draw the land border. From west to east, the province is bordered by Mughla, Burdur, Isparta, Konya and Isel provinces. The land of the province is 77.8% mountainous, 10.2% plain and 12% uneven. Many of the peaks of the Taurus Mountains are above 3,000 meters. The Teki Peninsula in the west includes wide plateaus and river basins. Climate, agriculture, demographics and habitation patterns differ greatly between the inland mountain areas and the coastal plain. Geography of Antalya Province. Demographics. The population of Antalya Province is 1.978.333. Antalya is the 5th province of Turkey with high foreign resident population, which is 6,343. Weather. Education. The city of Antalya has 1 public university and 1 private university. Antalya's public education system is run by the Turkish National School Board. Media and broadcasting. Antalya has a broad variety of local media such as radio channels and newspapers. Local television networks Akideniz TV and VTV are aired nationally in Turkey by Turksat 4A satellite. Places of interest. The highest point of the Taurus Mountains is York.Antalya at an altitude of 3,025 meters, located to the northwest of the city centre and at a distance of 50 kilometers is the Saklykan Ski and Recreation Center on Baydagleri. Here one can ski and then go down to the shore and into the sea during the months of January to April. In Saklykan there are 2 teleski and ski courses along along with villas and accommodation facilities available in the area. Situated on Bakerli Hill behind sea.Antalya is the Antalya National Space Observatory. It is possible to watch meteor showers and shooting stars on certain days of the year. In rivers, rafting and canoeing sports, and on the Taurus Mountains, jeep safari, hunting and trekking tours are organized. Alternatively, there is rock climbing, bird watching tourism, photo safari, mountain tourism, line fishing and health tourism at the Thalassow and Dialysis centers in York Bay Area. Holy tourism activities are organized in Myra and Patara, where St. Nicholas was born and lived. The eternal flames of Chimera that was the inspiration for the Chimera myth is also located in Antalya, in the area of Belik, 30 kilometers east of Antalya. There is a big potential for golf tourism with the bonus of the cultural, historical and natural sightseeing of the region. There are 5 golf facilities already operating in Belik. There are underwater diving centers on the coast, primarily in Kema, Kamyava, Olympus, Adrasan, Kaz, Kalkan, Yukagais, Kekova, Side and Alanyu. In addition, yacht tours are organized from the port of Antalya to Duden Waterfall, Karpuz, Kaldiaran and Kema, from Side to Alanyu, from Demre Kegzi to Kekova, from Kaz to Kekova, from Kema to Sarali, Olympus, Adrasan and Cape Geladonia. There are also boat tours on Manavgat Creek and canoe tours on Xanthos Creek. In addition, Blue Cruise, which covers the southwestern Anatolian coast, ends in Antalya. There are ferry boat trips from Alanyu to Cyprus and from Antalya to Italy. Antalya today is a world tourism center with its unique touristic accommodation facilities, nature and historical beauties, ancient cities and ruins. There are sites of historical and archaeological interest all over Antalya, including the Pisidian city of Ariassos, 22 kilometers along the Antalya-Burjur highway. In the district of Kamluka, Akaliasos, Kormus, Gaga, Idibisas, Katanora, Olympus and Rhodiapolis. In the district of Kale, Andriaki, Antiphalos, Apolai, Myra, Philos, Shore. In the district of Eukagiz, Apollonia, Hysa, Eliza, Isloda, Tamiosa. In the district of Phoenike, Arikanda, Limyra, Melanipa, Trebama and Lycian Rockgraves. In the district of Kema, Idris, and the Lycian city of Phasalis. Inside the town itself, Seleucia, a temple of Athena and another of Apollo, the church of St. Nicholas in Demre, the caves of Beldibi, Damlates and Karain, Hadrian's Gate, the Roman fortification and the clock tower in the city of Antalya itself. Also near the city the Pamphylian city of Aspendos, Perga and the Pisidian city of Termesus, high in the mountains 35 kilometers northwest of Antalya, Karaburn and Sayamuk in El Mali, Kainyai in Kaz, Pogla in Korkateli. Silion dates back to the 4th century BC. Simina in Kekova, Telos, the ancient Lycian city of Xanthos. National Parks: Kopralu National Park, Termesus National Park, Olympus National Park. Sites of natural beauty: Manavgat Waterfall, Kursunlu Waterfall, Duden Waterfall, Oymapina Dam, Koprulu Canyon, sea.Antalya Canyon, Dusla Pine Forest, sea.Antalya Ski Resort, Chimera.